Hey guys, Ryan here, Rockett Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in. Here today, I'm out in the backyard, well, in the woods behind my house, I guess. Doing some little bit of filming. You can see there's a double hammock set up behind me. It's me and Fitchix. We're actually got some new gear, some new winter hammock gear that we received, and we're gonna do a little overnight test, just to see what the temperature ratings are and see if they're real, see what we can get out of the gear. So stay tuned for a video on that. The reason why I'm filming now is because beer-bellied travelers, I'm sure you may know who they are. It's a couple. They have a blog channel. Very good. They do all kinds of stuff. They travel, sightseeing. They do beer reviews. Really fun people. If you haven't checked them out, please do. I'll leave the link in the description below. A few days ago, they did a 5-person, 5-item gear challenge where they called out 5 people and wanted them to show their favorite 5 pieces of gear, or their 5 essential pieces of gear. So Kurt Zitzelman Outdoors, actually, he was one of the 5 that they chose. Well, last night he called me out and a couple other people to do the same thing. So that's what I'm doing. So I brought my pack out here, and I got 5 pieces of gear in here that I want to share with you. As you know, me and Fitchik are big hikers. We live in New Hampshire, and we hike the White Mountain area, which is, I'll say, a lot different terrain than probably a lot of you hike in. Well, the 5 pieces of gear that I chose are just essential things that I pretty much bring with me every time I go out. Besides one, which is more of a winter piece of gear, and I'll show you that first. These are camp crampons. In Kurt's video, he went over Catula ice cleats, which are like a rubber band that goes around your boot, and they have metal chains and ice cleats on the bottom. Those do the trick. I wear those if there's any kind of precipitation on the ground. I'll wear those. They work fantastic 9 times out of 10. But in the instance where you're hiking rough terrain, and I'll just take one of these out. If you come across sheer ice faces that you have to pass, I always bring a pair of crampons, because especially if it's a dangerous situation where you got a rock face that's sloped, that's covered with ice, and there's a chance of you sliding down and falling off the side of the mountain, these are a great thing to bring with you. I don't normally wear these. These are a new pair that I got this year, and they're not like super heavy duty. These are they're all aluminum. There's not much to them, but they're super lightweight, and they work in that kind of instance. And that's the only time I wear them, is if it's a very dangerous, icy situation. So these are fully aluminum, and they just strap onto your boots. Oh, my backpack fell. And you can see what they look like. I mean, they're very aggressive. In that situation, these aren't going to fail you. I mean, you're going to make it 9 times out of 10. I mean, they're very aggressive. You're not going to slip. So, especially, I dumped everything out. Especially paired with a nice pair of trekking poles that are nice and picky, you're going to be good. So that's just kind of a piece of emergency gear that I bring. Because especially where we hike, there's a lot of spots like that. So I bring those along. Half of my stuff dumped out on the ground here, so whatever. The next thing I bring, and I bring this almost all year, is a down pack coat. This is a Marmot 600 fill down pack coat. It folds into its pocket and basically makes a pillow. So I bring it too. I always have it with me, so if we're going camping in the woods, I'll bring it and use it as a pillow also. But in the White Mountains, the temperatures and the climate can change so rapidly. We've done Mount Washington in the middle of the summer, and it was like 85 at the base, and we got up top and it's like 40 degrees and with 70-mile-an-hour winds. So the wind chill is 0, you know. So you never know. And this is something that, you know, packs up really small. You know, you squish it in, and it's basically like nothing. And it weighs nothing. So it's cheap insurance, you know. So that's another key piece of gear that I use pretty much all year round. Next, a knife. I've had this one for a long time, and it's not my most expensive knife, but it's probably my favorite, to be honest. It's a Moretti Bushcraft Black. It's like a 4.5-inch carbon steel black coated blade. It's a 3/4 tang knife. Comes with a sheath. This one, because it's a bushcraft series, it comes with a sheath, and it has a knife sharpener and a fire steel in here. So kind of kill two birds with one stone. I constantly use a fire steel to light fires. I've used this one 1,000,000 times. It still works great. So that's another key piece of gear. Next would be a headlamp. I always bring a headlamp and a flashlight. This is a Black Diamond 300 lumen spot series. It runs about $40. Very good. Has, you know, has strobe settings. You can set the intensity of the light. You know, SOS has a red light too. Very good piece of gear. You never know when you're going to run late on the trail or you get lost in the woods. If you don't have a light and it's dark, you're screwed. So that is another essential piece of gear that I never leave home without, ever. What else? Is that it? Oh, a compass. Another thing I never leave home without, a compass. Even if you have GPS, you know, and everyone has a phone, has GPS, electronics fail. Unless you smash this to oblivion, it will not fail. If you don't have a compass, get one. If you don't know how to read a compass, you know, if you don't know how to use a compass, read a map, learn. There's tons of books out there. Go on YouTube. There's tons of videos on compass navigation, and it's a simple thing to learn, and it could save your life. Maps are so easy to download. You go on your computer, go on Google, download. There's tons of map images. You can do it on your phone. Screenshot it on your phone, print it out, and bring it with you. If you don't, at least when you show up to a trailhead, look at your phone, look at the map, and say, okay, well, the main road runs east to west. I'm hiking north into the mountain. If you get turned around lost, all you got to do is hike south. I mean, it's that simple, you know. But if you have no clue where you are, where the closest road could be, you know, what direction is up, it's ridiculous. You know, there's no excuse. So, so many people get rescued every year. You know, inexperienced people that don't bring the right gear, and that's the reason why they need to get rescued, because they don't bring the right gear. So, just something to have in your pack, always a compass. I think that's it, guys. That's all I got. Well, I'm just chilling in the hammock here. I got everything set up for tonight, so we're looking good. I've been going through my phone trying to make sure that I'm not double tagging anybody, because there's a lot of videos for this. So I have my list, and here they are. Florida Boy Bushcraft in Survival is the first one. Guy named Matt, really cool dude. Next is Tim J Snider, Canadian buddy of mine. Next is Moretti Outdoors, another cool dude. Scout for Life, which you all probably know from his Canteen Cup Tuesdays. And last but not least, a little comedy, is Knuckle Outdoors. So we look forward to seeing your videos. I'm going to tag everyone, and I'm going to message them on their page and make sure that they know that they were tagged. So we look forward to all their videos. Again, just want to thank everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Make sure you check out Beerbellied Travelers, Kurt Zitzelman Outdoors, and everyone else that I've tagged in the video. It's been a great time, and stay tuned for more videos, and Rockett Outdoors. See you on the next one, guys.